Hey, I hope you've enjoyed the intro sequence. The aim of this video is to help you decide what is the most suitable FPV drone for your needs. I'm going to show you which FPV drones I fly and explain the reasons behind my choices. You will get some valuable information no matter if you're a beginner looking to get his first drone or if you're someone who has been flying FPV for a while now and you want to try out something new. Since I'm a professional filmmaker, my number one priority is of course cinematic FPV. Occasionally I also do freestyle because I want to sharpen my flying skills and have fun, but I don't do FPV racing. So the drones that I use are split into four main categories. Those are Cinewhoops, 5-inch Freestyle, 7-inch long range and Cinelifters. So let's talk about pros and cons of each category, but before we dive into the details, I just want to say thanks to the sponsor of this video, which is Artlist. I have been using their music licensing service for 2 years now. I do admit that sometimes it is a struggle to find the right song, but the searching features of Artlist make this process a lot easier and faster. My two favorite features are the list of featured videos, where they show some of the best work of other filmmakers and you can see which songs they used. And also the music collections are an awesome place to find good music and they are updated on a regular basis. A link with a discount code and more info about the Artlist is below this video, and now let's jump back to our tutorial. And we are gonna dive into the first category, which is Cinewhoops. These are FPV drones that are specifically designed for safe precision flying around people and other valuable things that might take damage if you crash into them. The main purpose is making a good video, and I must say that slow precision flying is a lot of fun to do. In my opinion, a Cinewhoop is a great beginner choice because having prop guards will give you more confidence during proximity flying. You will be able to get those amazing close-up shots without the fear of injuring or damaging your subject. However, there are a few cons. The biggest one is that a typical Cinewhoop is easily affected by wind, therefore it is not suitable for flying in strong windy conditions. But the Cinewhoops that I own are kinda a hybrid between a Cinewhoop and a racing drone. These are iFlight ProTech 35 and iFlight ProTech 25 Pusher, and they both have pretty similar flying characteristics. Because of the innovative prop guards design, they both fly much better than a typical Cinewhoop. However, they are still not able to perform acrobatic maneuvers as efficiently as a 5-inch Freestyle quad does them. ProTech 25 Pusher is a perfect choice for filming indoors because it's small and it can easily squeeze through tiny gaps. Second category is 5-inch Freestyle drone, and this is by far my favorite drone to fly with. It has the perfect ratio between size, responsiveness and power. I use it for capturing fast, dynamic cinematic shots. You can easily perform maneuvers like dives, flips, rolls, and flight time really depends on how aggressive you fly, but in general expect between 4 to 6 minutes with a GoPro mounted. So once you master flying Cinewhoop, a 5-inch quad is the next logical step up, and it is by far the most popular FPV drone out there because it's just so fun to fly. I have two Nazguls. This one is the older version, the X-frame. I have had it since September 2020, and after a lot of flying it still works flawlessly, and trust me, this thing has been through a lot. Tested in different environments, I have crashed it, so I'm just amazed by how much this drone has survived. The only two things that needed to be fixed after I crashed it are one motor that was burnt and one wire from the capacitor came off and just needed to be soldered back on, and that's basically it. So I really recommend this drone. I have great experience with it. Today I mainly use it for having some fun with FPV Freestyle, and I have it as a backup drone on my professional gigs because my number one drone that I use is Nazgul Evoke F5 with dead cat design. With this one I can fly with a lower camera angle without getting props in the shot, and yes, even with Nazgul you can easily do slow precision flying. You just have to be gentle on the throttle because it's much more responsive compared to Cinewhoops, and you also need to have 100% confidence in your flying abilities because there are no prop guards here. So make sure to put hours into practice quick tip, master hovering first, and once you get that down, go then find some nice open treetops and practice low precision flying through them. Start with a Cinewhoop and then progress to a 5-inch quad, and this is how you will gradually build skill and confidence to be able to fly close to people and other valuable objects that you want to film. Moving on to category number 3, which is 7-inch drone. Its main purpose is long-range flying. Since it can carry a bigger battery, you can get double the flight time that you normally get with a 5-inch quad. It's probably not the best choice for beginners because of the risks involved with long-range flying. If you crash it 2 kilometers away in a rough mountain environment, you can probably forget about recovering it. But if you lose connection mid-flight, all hope is not lost yet. Mine once lost connection because of the controller that suddenly decided to connect to my Cinelifter that was in the middle of updating process, and Chimera was at that time more than 2 kilometers away. I had no control of flying, so the GPS rescue feature really saved the day here.
It landed!
Now if we compare Chimera to a 5-inch quad, well, because of a bigger and bulkier frame, you lose some performance and speed. I mean, it can still easily do all the freestyle maneuvers, but you need more time and space to be able to perform them, so I usually sacrifice the 5-inch performance for the 7-inch longer flight time ability for situations where I know I will need to follow the subject for a longer distance and stay in the air for 10 plus minutes. I own 2 Chimeras, one has 1800 kV motors and the other one has 1300 kV motors, and the main difference between these two is flight time and speed. 1300 kV has lower speed but longer flight time, which makes it a perfect choice for doing mountain surfing, for example, and the 1800 kV has shorter flight time, but it is almost as fast as a 5-inch quad, so it's a perfect choice if you need a fast drone with longer flight time ability, for example long range car chasing or stuff like that. Regarding battery time, with GoPro mounted, on average I usually get around 8 minutes of flight time with 1800 kV motors and around 12 plus minutes with 1300 kV motors if you're just casually cruising around, not pushing the throttle too much. And the last category are the Cinelifters, and they are a new breed of FPV drones that are designed to carry professional cinema cameras. So if you're a professional FPV drone pilot who works on commercial and or film sets where they need to film content with the best possible cameras, then this is the type of drone for you. The 2 Cinelifters I own are the iFlight Taurus and Shen Drones Thick, and it's really hard to compare these two because in terms of flight performance I don't see any major differences. Taurus is the most affordable bind and fly option on the market right now, but the cheapest option for owning a Cinelifter is if you build and tune it yourself, and Thick is the best option on the market if you ask me. Cinelifter in terms of flight performance is pretty similar to flying a 7-inch quad, but of course because of its size and weight you need even more space for maneuvers, and since you are flying with expensive cameras you really want to be a confident pilot. Also take your time to plan your shots and just do everything you can to minimize risk. And iFlight has recently released 2 new Cinelifters, a Cinewhoop version ProTech 60 and a more powerful version of Taurus. And they both look like a great option, but I don't have any experience with flying them for now. This video was not meant to be an in-depth review of each drone, it was more a general overview of the drones that I own, since I get asked on a regular basis what is the best FPV drone to get, and as you saw each category has its own pros and cons, so it's really up to you to decide what is it that you want. And there are so many good FPV drone manufacturer companies out there. I fly with iFlight drones because I have very good experiences with their products and I like their tunes, and Nazgul was my first ever drone. I really enjoy flying it, so this is why I'm sticking with iFlight for now, and I would love to hear what your favorite FPV drone is and why. Leave a comment below. Also let me know if you have any questions, so yeah. See you in the comment section.